Hello and welcome back to our 22nd episode of the Labyrinth of Thieves Campaign. We are your hosts and storytellers here from Wanderlustdnd, ready to dive into tonight's chaos and mayhem. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel as we post new episodes every Friday. So, we will jump back in, because last time, in the depths of the Brass Vault Meter Casino, Al reunited with Professor Alaric, who you all met on the Silver Countess. She introduced you to a few fellows, her inner circle, and began filling you in on all the gossip about the city. It didn't take long for Al to wander about the lounge, though, in search of Cass Venom, only to be approached by a stunning and entrancing Razler. After a bit of friendly chat, Razler revealed he knew bit more than he was letting on. Impressed with Al's abilities and creations, he offered to double the winning pot of the Ring of Fire if Al agreed to come and work for him. And that deal was sealed in a kiss. With potentially 20,000 gold staring you all in the face, you entered the Ring of Fire, a hellish landscape arena with a pit of spitting lava in the center. It didn't take you all long to notice that there was something very large climbing out of said pit in the center of the arena as a massive bone devil made their presence known. On the far side of the arena, there was another adventuring party facing off against a chain devil and his 3 hellhounds. You all fought valiantly, utilizing your new abilities, trick shots, smites, and each other to bring down your enemy and turn your focus onto the other adventuring party. However, one of the adventurers did manage to escape by wild shaping into a fly at the very last minute and vanished into the cracks, vowing vengeance. You were all rewarded with fountains of drink, praises, celebrations in the brass lounge, while all the while Razler just watched intently. So, 20,000 gold is now yours. You can divvy up that amongst yourselves. You all also get a point of inspiration. Leftover points from the flavor points that you acquired during the fight. I would like to know, how long are you all intending to stay at the Brass Lounge? Drink is free. Music is hoppin'. The company is, well, anything you like.
Caché is not mental anyway.
Hmm?
Go on, Seb.
I was just going to ask, do I spot the 2 people who were like betting earlier when I was in the Brass Lounge and I told to bet on the Trauma team?
It probably will take you just a little bit of time, but you do manage to find them. They are heavily drunk.
Okay, good.
Heavily.
Celebrating,
enjoying their winnings, yes.
Yes, good. Very good.
Yes.
Heavily drunk. Well, I'll probably leave them be then. I want to get on my way there myself.
Very good. The rest of you, what are you doing?
Getting polluted in the corner. Terry.
Just by yourself, or?
Well, if someone wants to join me in the corner, great. But I mean, like,
I think Revenant's going to join you in the corner as he uses every single ounce of self-control he has not to start stealing shit.
Just see his hands fidgeting. Sitting on his hands, actually.
His knuckles would be white if they weren't made of shadow. I think honestly, like, Gizmo is there. There is like a slightly sipped out of drink in front of him, but his armor's kind of mostly in standby mode. He's just inside planning all of the things he's going to be able to make now that he has money.
He's got like blueprints, like up and
yeah, like it's like code on the inside.
Yep. And do this and then this.
Yeah, he's kind of just really more or less not paying attention to what's going on.
Of course. All right, well, if people are drinking, let me know how many drinks you're having, and I need some constitution saves.
Good question, sorry. We got 3 times back what we bet.
You did.
Right? Okay, 3 times.
Yeah.
and how much is our portion of the 20,000 then?
Divided by...
Divided by...
4,000.
It's your guys' choice.
We have 4,000 each.
Yeah.
Divided
Okay,
four
cool.
equal.
4,000 gold. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna find a quiet corner where I can drink and look brooding.
Okay.
Our corner looks very enticing, I imagine.
Yeah, let's see who
There-
comes over.
So you picked a different corner.
Yeah, so
Well,
are you
you see,
sitting
I'm
away
waiting-
from them?
Probably slightly away from him. I wait to see who comes over so I can mess with them.
Oh, okay.
I'll come over to Fenris. If I see the Fenris is alone, I'll come over to Fenris.
Fenris is currently alone, yes.
Well, we did it. Do you have a drink?
I have a drink, yes.
Good, very good.
Are you actually asking for this, or are you just that's what I have here?
I suppose I'm asking what you have as well.
All right.
You are hiding it in your very large hands.
I just could look down at both my hands.
Strong
I
hands.
suppose I just have a mojito.
Oh, very nice. I think I'll have one too.
2 mojitos appear. They're
Okay.
very strong, but they are delightful.
Revenant sees this and goes, I wish I had a tankard full of gold. No, no, oh, okay.
I think it only works on drink. Whiskey?
I would have laughed if there was a tankard full of liquid gold that was stays
That's-
liquid.
Kind of what I was thinking was going to happen.
But then it turns out to be beer, and you think, oh wait, it's just piss.
I didn't want Dutch gold.
It's still no cup.
Watch it. Dutch Gold might sponsor us one of these days.
Stranger Things. Stranger Things.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Ripping the piss out of
Guys,
a
have you
sponsor and they
drank Dutch
turn
Gold this week? I'm liars now.
Uh,
Sorry, do it.
We get Miguel to do new art for their can, and it'll just be Fenris on the front of the can holding the barrel.
Right, yeah.
you too can feel like what it's like to be floored.
But Caché asking the ether for whiskey. No, doesn't work.
I'd love a whiskey right now. Looks around again.
Perception check.
They don't seem to be having as much luck as us.
Oh, well, I mean,
12.
It's very crowded in here. There's a lot of people kind of, even though you two are kind of off in your corner, there's still people coming up to you and being like, oh, that was amazing. It's great. Oh, it's great to meet you. And like, you know, it's hard to really see much past the few people that are around you.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this moment I would like power back up and be like,
Okay.
oh, stuff all my stuff away, and I'm gonna make my way over towards Fenris.
Did you meet anyone interesting while you were down here, scouting around?
No, they were all just kind of congratulating. Nothing interesting, nothing intellectual. By the way,
oh,
can I
if you
s-
want intellectuals. Oh, sorry, excuse me.
no, that's
No,
quite
the
alright.
intellectuals would be preferable.
I just want to know if I could see your sword a moment, Fenris.
Why would you want to look at it?
I just want to get measurements.
I will lay it on the table, but I won't take my hand off it. So it's still sheathed.
That's quite alright, and I'm just going to spend a moment just kind of measuring up. Do you mind just kind of holding up for a moment? I just want to kind of get the general weight of it.
Okay. I'll unsheath and just hold it out for her.
And then like I put my palm underneath it, and there's like little scales. It's like bigger.
God, amazing.
And just getting that.
It is extremely light. Lighter than most blades.
Ah,
There's
I'm very glad I got this. I was going to overestimate that. Thank you kindly. I'll leave you to the conversation. I got something to work on, and then I'm just gonna walk away back to the corner.
Oh, well, this is special, right? You might want to increase the weight a little bit if you're going to cut through anything.
What do do you mean?
No, I would say visit the blacksmith tomorrow and get an idea of other swords. They vary in terms of weight.
Oh, I don't need a sword.
I mean-
That's quite all right. But thank you. And then just keep going.
I think he might be building something for you to
He's
use with the
going.
sword.
Oh, well, I have fun. I'll resheath it and put it back.
Back
Where
into the corner
about?
and
Pat, you all watch Gizmo just. What's working again?
the scribbling
Oh,
does
did you-
slightly echo from.
It was so quiet when he's thinking.
You said you met some intellectuals down here.
Yes, yes. Well, I mean, the professor from that we met on the airship, the botanist who helped us concoct an antidote for
Oh,
the
yes.
poison.
Well, that's one. You said plural
There
of
was-
intellectuals.
It was a table of academics and professors, and I struggle to remember their names currently, but I can tell you now if you give me a second. There is Osvalar, a half-elven artist and author. A Baxi named Proudweaver, who's an astrologer. A dwarf, finely dressed dwarf. A professor of arcane comprehension named Caradin. And, yes, I believe that was it. And the Professor Alric, of course.
Oh, that half-elven fellow sounds familiar. I don't really know where I've heard the name before.
Osvalar.
Yes.
I had not read of him, I'm afraid. Well, oh, yes, of course. No, the author. Yes, well, he wrote, what was it, The Rusty Corset. He recommended one of his works.
No, I see.
Why? Do you know
Oh.
it?
Yes.
Sorry.
Is it good?
Uh, to a point.
Have you a copy?
Yes. But
Why?
it's back at Caché's house.
Oh, well, might I be so bold as to ask to borrow it?
If it's your cup of tea, then yes.
Oh, I think any kind of book is my cup of tea, but
Yes, this
these
one
are
tends
particularly
it
intense.
tends to be quite a tongue twister at times. It seems to be
Tongue twister?
overly flowery with his language.
Well, he did. I just make sure he's not looking. He did seem the type. Quite proud of himself, rightly so. But
I see. So, you're saying maybe Gizmo should have gone to him for measurements of something very long and in an appropriate area.
well, I really don't think that's what Gizmo had in mind. At least I hope not. That would be a bit large for comfort, I think.
Yes, of course, I'm speaking metaphorically.
Yes. Ah, of course. Creating some kind of shaft for your sword.
Well, you seem to be so inebriated, so I could probably spell that for you. I'm saying he's got a stick up his arse.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Yes, well, I didn't assume. You think Gizmo has a stick up his arse?
He's an author, of course he is.
Oh, Osvalar, I'm sorry. I really have had quite a bit to drink. I keep getting confused as to who you're talking about. Yes. Well, I suppose I wouldn't go so far as to say that necessarily, but maybe a bit. Yes. Well, I suppose you have to be confident in your own ability to create great works of art.
Yes, of course. Should order another drink, but it might loosen my tongue.
Well, I think in that case, could we have 2 more drinks, please? Double strength mojitos.
2 mojitos, Pierre? Double
Ah, it works.
Revenant, roll me a
Yeah.
perception check.
It seems possibly Terry, if he's made himself invisible.
Harry, I'd imagine, is this Caché.
Well,
Well,
Brilliant. How much have everybody had to drink?
Well, I had this one mojito, and now this double strength, so probably going to be 3 then.
3, okay.
This is easily my third mojito.
Oh, I do have advantage on perception checks.
Oh, do
Because
you?
I'm steady eye.
You do? All right, go ahead.
Yep, so it's the same.
That's great. That's great. Yep, 2 mojitos appear.
So how are you doing this? Just summoning them.
Maybe it's a newfound ability of mine. I'm honestly not sure. Sometimes I surprise myself. I look around. Do I see where the drinks are coming from?
Make perception check.
They
Great.
seem to be coming from thin air.
They do. They do actually do appear to be coming like out of thin air. Yeah.
I'll detect magic as I look around.
That's right.
I'm just gonna- I'm
I've been even
just
giving you
gonna-
guys disadvantage, and you're still rolling poorly. It's brilliant.
I'm just going to glance around.
Okay.
I don't need to put much effort into it.
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
20.
24.
24. All right. So you both see this, but Al, it only really resonates with you because you recognize this person. Fenris, you don't know who this is. But Al, you do notice that Razlair is keeping his eye very much on you while he's speaking to other people who approach. He seems to be flicking his fingers and
He
things
doesn't look to
happen.
be like trying to get my attention or anything. He's just.
No.
Okay, Grant. Yeah, cool. Well,
Seems to be listening in.
Seems you have an
However-
amount.
With that roll, you notice something else. A kind of sea green tone to their skin, male tiefling approaches Razlair. You can see the recognition on their face. The two of them lean in close, speak to one another. There's something odd about the gait of this individual. Tieflings tend to be quite dexterous and light. Seems quite heavy on his feet.
okay. I'll probably somewhat observe, but not wanting to be too intrusive. Mainly looking out to see if he maybe passes on the package or something that I gave him.
You do see that happen.
I do see it happen. So from that, I can infer that that is Casvet back from whatever mission he's on. Or at least I hope that it is. Good. Okay. Any change in attitude?
No, the two of them just continue to speak.
Cool.
No low voices. Cast Venom, or what you assume to be Cast Venom, does rise, kind of scans the whole space. Seems to stop for a moment and stare at a particular corner and then begin to move their way through the crowd.
What corner?
Gizmo's corner.
Oh. Okay. I'll mention
Real
this
hard to
Fenris.
tell now. That drink is really hitting you.
Okay, yeah. I'll probably mention defenders will be like this. Seems like somebody is taking interest in Gizmo.
Wouldn't they? Gizmo's an interesting person.
Very true, very true. Do you think we should keep an eye out?
Well, I'm keeping an eye on everyone. That's why I picked this corner.
Very wise. Very wise.
Do I pick up anything when I detect magic?
Oh god, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's magic everywhere.
If I turn it off, it's becoming blinding.
Yeah, it's like you kind of have to close your eyes a little bit. There's magic everywhere. Magic items, illusions to make one's self look more attractive, or it's everywhere. Even some of the drinks seem to have illusionary magic on them.
Mm-hmm. Was anyone stand out as not having much magic on them?
Ruslair.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely dormant, dark. And same with that individual he was speaking to.
Okay, I will keep note of that.
Okay. I'll move over to Caché and Revenant. What are the two of you doing? You are brought drinks. Like, while they do not appear, like for Al, people do like come up to you. They like bring you drinks that you didn't order, or just, you know, the barman comes over to check on you, gives you another round. Everything is free right now, so.
Well, I'm accepting them gladly.
All right.
I'm gonna
Constitution, I'd say.
order everything that Caché orders, like his exact order, and then when it comes over, instead of drinking it, I'm gonna wait until he's finished his and then give him the one I ordered.
Oof.
I'm gonna get very drunk.
Oof. Okay, so I'd say, let's say for the next hour or so, at least 3 drinks are brought to each of you, to the 2 of you. So, Caché, you are now 6 drinks in.
10, technically, because it was 4 before that started.
Cool. So 10. Okay. Hang on. I gotta get my drinking page here. What are we doing here for Caché?
Yeah, absolutely.
So these are strong levels. Okay. I need a Constitution save. You're way past. You've got liquid courage already.
15.
Hey everyone, I'm a shadow person.
Oh yeah, no, like you're okay. So roll me a d4.
Ooh.
Oh, God,
2?
no.
2. You have
Yeah.
advantage on all charisma checks,
Nice.
but you have disadvantage on wisdom and dexterity, and disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom ability checks. So just so you know.
But I can talk to you really good.
Yeah. Yep. How's that glamour holding up? Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Oh,
Luck
no.
check.
Oh, not 20. We're good.
Oh,
We're good. We're good.
Okay, we're
thank-
good. We're good. Yeah.
Thank you, Dice Kids.
Could you imagine? Just in the middle of the Hello. Okay. So the 2 of you, what are you up to?
Well, I barely can see at this stage, so
Revenant,
I'm
you're
just
very aware that she is drunk.
Pat Caché in the head and just like, stay sitting here. Don't move.
I got to grab his arm. No stealing. Okay.
No, I just need to talk to Gizmo.
Okay.
There's actually like a light sensor that goes off when I hear my name, so I'm like, oh. Oh, Revenant.
Alert.
what's up?
Gossip alert.
So, just now is not the time to have this conversation. I just wanted to make you aware that we need to have a conversation in a more private setting.
Of course. Well, I suppose when we get back to Caché's house with that suit.
Yes, that should do perfectly.
Well, color me intrigued.
What do we do about Caché?
Oh dear. I hadn't.
Someone has walked over to Caché, grabbed you by the shoulders, and is like pull you up and be like, "This is the most amazing!" And just vomits all over the floor.
Maybe we should get her out of here now. I feel like the party's maybe gone on long enough.
Someone falls, it crashes, everybody laughs and is roaring. Yeah, it's getting rowdy.
Yes, I'll take Caché and we'll head on home.
Are you okay to carry her?
I think so.
Ow.
I'll walk out. I'll turn to Caché and like.
Who's
go
wandered
home.
off into the crowd?
Let me see your gun!
Okay, somebody is.
Is that a
looking for the
real
gun.
gun?
Let's go. And I will
If,
beeline straight for Caché and just
follow,
snatch
yeah.
her gun.
If Caché is gotten up, I would have gotten up as well to
Everybody's like,
protect.
If Fenris
Only
is leaving,
her,
I'm going socializing. I'm going to go and find people to talk to.
Al's left on
I'm
his
drunk,
oh.
I'm not.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
you are. Go ahead, roll me a Constitution save as well, Al.
Yay. Not doing well.
I'm
gonna
gonna go
say just-
socialize. Boof.
Oh,
I'm gonna
what?
do that to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to people. Why is the floor getting so close to my face?
Oh God.
I'm
No, 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 Al. This is the second time.
I think I might use my last chronal shift.
Okay, go ahead.
I will bend time for this.
Yes. I am not getting drunk or sick in public.
Again.
That's a 17.
A 17. Okay,
That's
you
why
have
I
liquid
became a time
courage.
wizard.
You
No
have a
embarrassments.
you have a liquid courage. So I need 2 rolls. I need a D4 and then I need a D20 because you
Oh, yeah,
used
of
your
course.
chronal shift.
Liquid.
Which, by the way, I now have a little book that has tables
Nice.
that are like easy to read.
So
from
the
my head.
D4
A D4.
first. 2.
You also have advantage on all charisma skill checks. But you have
Oh,
intelligence
cut
and wisdom ability checks.
you cut out. Sorry.
Hmm.
You cut out there, Amber.
I've-
Could you say that again?
Sorry?
You cut
You
out.
cut out.
Could you
Cut
say-
out.
Could you say that
I
Oh.
get
again?
disadvantage on
The whole internet
Um,
just cut up.
wisdom.
You have disadvantage on wisdom and dex saves. And disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom ability checks.
Okay. And then for the D20. That's a 20.
Alright. You
What-
are
what
now
is this?
at 3, I believe it is.
Okay.
So now the next time if you roll a 3 or lower, you will mess up time.
Good. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and like find people to talk to now.
You do. There are plenty of people to speak to just socialize with, get the feeling of the city. You are once again, like before, among kind of the higher classes, I should say, of the city. So you're there's a lot of business talk. There's a lot of trade talk. There's a lot of not as much on the ground like inventing or working in like the Iron Ward or the Steam Ward or anything like that. So it's kind of what you're getting an idea of how the city runs on a different level. So, is there 4 of you leaving?
I'm just going to find Caché
Oh,
and
okay.
be her bouncer at the moment.
Perception check.
Not making it easy.
Caché, roll me. Where are you going?
Oh, I'm on complete wander.
Oh, fabulous.
I just
Good.
wander.
Come to me. All right.
25.
All right. You do see the familiar kind of streak of Caché's hair, the glamour that she is wearing. You
Mhm.
see that through the crowd.
Okay.
Seems to be currently arm in arm with someone else.
All right.
Happened fast.
Where's everyone else? Because I was keeping an eye on everyone from my corner, the brooding corner.
All
I was
right.
just,
Well, Al's disappeared into the
Aragorn.
crowd as well.
Yeah, I was just being Aragorn into the corner there.
But I went running after Caché.
Yeah. So you would be
I
pretty
follow
close.
Revenant.
Okay. All right, so you two both kind of begin to follow through the crowd. It's a little bit tough going, although, Revenant, you find that after Gizmo kind of catches up to you, people start parting a bit more. It's like they didn't really see you, but they see the giant machine behind you. Yeah. But you do, both of you kind of come up to Caché, who is currently hushling, whispering to a seafoam-skinned tiefling.
The first thing I gotta do is make sure that Caché still has her gun.
She does.
Because I did hear somebody say, "Give me a look at your gun," so I was like, "No."
She does.
Caché, maybe we should make our leave.
What? My new friend here was telling me something amazing.
Your new friend?
Yes. But unfortunately, it's we have a busy day tomorrow, and you could use your rest.
I think she's fine where she is.
Nobody asked you.
Oh, testy, are we?
Who are you? What are you doing with our friend?
We're just having a friendly conversation. You should know that.
And I don't like this guy. I don't like the vibe this guy is giving off.
Okay. What I love is like, I don't like you.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna go up behind Caché and very stealthily take trouble off her, so no one can mess with it. I will keep it in a safe place.
I will definitely react if someone goes for my
I was
gun,
gonna
no matter
say-
who it is.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
roll
you're
me
talking to a soldier. That shit's
Yeah,
subconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll
so-
tap her on the shoulder just to
Lie,
distract
they
her.
misplaced
Just
their
to
guns.
distract.
So
But I'll try
you're
and
okay. So you're touching her
remove
on
it
the
from her.
shoulder, and you're trying to take her gun from her.
So take it, make sure it's secure. Whatever I can do.
Oh, it's very secure. While she is drunk off her ass, she is very. She knows how to handle a pistol. It
Yeah.
is very secure.
Okay.
Well, at least actually, I should say, Caché. Where do you usually holster your gun? I assumed it's tucked away, but where do you usually holster it?
There would be multiple holsters all over depending on the situation.
Okay.
I'd say right now, because I'm in a crowded place, it would be in a concealed carry underneath my
Okay.
jacket.
Okay.
If it's concealed carry, that's fine. If it's on the
I-
out on the hip, ready for someone to
Yeah, they
take.
just people saw her use the
Use-
gun, so they were
all right.
asking, like, "Can we
Yeah.
see it?" And like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if it's not on the open, it'll be fine. We'll just come up behind them then.
You do recognize this individual, though. Fenris is the one that was speaking to Raslair. Before.
Yeah. Can I get a vibe check off him then?
Go ahead. Insight check.
19.
19. Okay. I don't even need to ask. Revenant.
Yeah,
Cool. Are you using passive or are you rolling?
I'll just use passive. It's 22, so
It is 22. Yeah. Okay. Revenant, pop into secrets with me.
Oh!
Find out about this. I really hope it's Cass Venom. I really hope it's the right person who got the package.
Cast Venom, yeah, hopefully.
Yep.
But if he's going to be much more of a prick, I'm probably going to just tap him on the shoulder and say, "Careful, you're quite drunk and don't fall," and just levitate his ankles up from under him so he spins around in a circle. It's kind of this
There's
competitive
definitely going to be a
motion.
counter spell.
Yeah, there's well, he doesn't have anything magical on him, theoretically.
Yeah, like,
There's no
I-
whip of magic.
Yeah.
I might hesitate to like necessarily cause a fuss to anyone.
Yeah,
who
he's-
knows
he's a
how
staff
powerful
member as
they are
well.
here.
He is a staff member. Well, you wouldn't necessarily know that, but
Yeah, like
No, I wouldn't.
let's tread carefully. So
Yeah.
far,
I'm
so
trying
far they
pretty
haven't done
carefully because
anything.
yeah, but the two people in a room full of fake illusionists and all that, two people without any magic items, that's ones to actually watch.
mm,
The rest of them are basically, the usual fops you get in here.
He's a monk.
Mm,
monk.
he's a
Yeah,
monk.
but even a monk would like with that much money, being coming in here would be wearing some sort of magical item. The fact that you don't have a magical item means you've no need for one.
Yeah. I know, it's like,
He's also not a customer. He's a staff member.
yeah, I
He works
suppose.
here.
I'm just thinking out loud with this kind of, do I rotate him or do I just do this usually? Or, because I thought he was actually walking over to Gizmo.
He was
Gizmo
staring at
corner,
Gizmo,
like,
but then you just said he was walking over to the side of the room, like so.
It
Mhm.
was just
I'm not
Gizmo's
sure.
corner,
Yeah.
which where Revenant and Caché were. Ooh,
We will see.
You came with me. Stay with you guys.
Who up?
Could you still hear the music when I left?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucking weird. Okay, cool. So it comes to me wherever I go, but like,
It stays as well.
It stays here.
Mhm.
so
Nice.
cool.
Awesome.
Sorry. Okay. Fenris.
Yep.
Yeah, this individual seems to definitely want you all to leave the conversation that they were having. They seem a little bit more on edge now that you've all approached.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Caché. I think it is best we leave and get some rest for the night. I'm sure if your friend here wants to speak to you again, they can find you when we come back.
I'm sorry. My friends want to go. You know how it is.
Oh, a shame. We were just getting to some of the good parts. But, go on.
Next time.
Kind of glares a bit at you, Revenant. Moves away from Caché.
I'll just start leading Caché towards the door.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll,
I'll look
I'll
at Fenris and be like,
I'll go get Al.
"There's something
Hmm?
something very off about that guy. There was something very strange about him."
Well, in a room full of magic users, to have no magic on you, it's very suspicious and also alarming.
I had no magic on him at all.
None.
Oh, it's surprising. I want the wealth around here. You should
But
have at least loads
how
of
he
enchantments.
moves,
Hmm.
he doesn't move like any tiefling I've ever seen. Heavy and clunky.
Well, I'll go get Al. We can talk about this in a quieter place. And
Yes,
I will
yes,
look to
yes.
see. I'm going to
He's
look to see if we
gone,
can
by
find
the way.
Al. Yeah,
So
I'm going to.
the individual is completely disappeared from behind you all.
Yeah, I'm looking for Al.
Al, where are you?
I would imagine I'd probably, after talking to a few people, finding like not wanting to talk about economy and bigwig shit, probably would have made my way back to Danny and them and started talking to them for a bit.
Perfect. They celebrate with you. They provide drinks. Humphrey, you just get the sense of, are we leaving soon?
Yes,
Like a
I
kid who
think-
doesn't
I
want to
think
be
it's-
there.
I think it's yes. I think we should find the others. Yes, I'm getting a bit late. I'm very drunk. Somehow I haven't spent. Oh yes, of course. I must thank Raziel before I leave. So come with me.
Yes.
Humphrey. Let's go.
Like, Alric kind of leans over. How do you know the owner of the casino? I mean, that was
Oh, it was a casino as
incredible.
well.
Of course, everyone knows him.
I didn't. He had me at a disadvantage. He seems to know me and my party, but I suppose he'd heard of the events on the Silver Countess.
Well, I mean, he is one of the eligible bachelors of the city. He knows everything about everyone, especially here. So, interesting. What did you talk about?
Oh, just, you know, things. I think he wants to get to know me a little better, maybe professionally, more than just socially.
And that's what the kiss was for, I'm assuming, was...
Stealing a deal as such.
Her whole face changes. Oh. Right. Well, best of luck with that.
Why do I feel like I've stepped in a very large pile of something awful?
She just drinks. And the whole, all the others just kind of salute and drink to you as well. Fenris finds you.
Just slap my hand down, my large hand down on his shoulder.
Oh, strong hands.
Well.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, it's time to go.
I think so. Yes.
I
I must
will.
say goodbye to my patron
Ah.
for the night.
Yes, of course. Well, I don't think he's moved from his pace.
Oh,
I'll
would you like
nod
to-
at the. I'll nod at the alchemist. Lovely to see you again.
And you too, dear.
I will start. I'll pick up Humphrey and start to lead Al away.
Would you like to accompany me to meet Bresler, the benefactor of our winnings tonight?
Oh, well, I'm not sure I should intrude.
Oh, I'm sure it's nothing. He'd be excited to meet my friends. I'm
Yeah.
kind of like looking at you like, please come with me.
I am now terrified.
I'll,
Ever so
I'll,
slightly.
I'll carry Humphrey and lead Dal over with my large hand on his shoulder.
Okay. You do so. You're heading to Roslair?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to be paying for that large hand comment for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed the venom in Fenris's voice every time she says it now. But you approach Roslair. He is currently sitting in almost like a makeshift throne. Posh, kind of luscious looking chair. With one of his legs kind of kind of dangling off the end. He's just holding a glass in his hand and observing. He does watch as you approach.
Good evening.
Just stand next to Al, steadying him.
And you brought... Sorry, what's your name?
Fenris, my friend of Al.
Ah, Fenris. Yes.
My
One with the
protector.
blade.
Yes, I use a sword.
Yes. Flaunted around the place. It's easy to see. Well done
Somebody
against my monsters. It's quite a show. But not as much as Al. What you did to that mage.
Yes, that was a bit, not
He-
exactly the nice thing I've done.
Gets up, puts his hand on you. Don't ruin it. Let me enjoy in the violence that you create.
I'll probably, blushes. Yep.
I do believe you were... It completely ignores you now, Fenris. Just all
I
focused
just stand there stony faced holding Humphrey.
now. Humphrey's like...
I'm actually holding him this time. So
oh, okay,
he's
you're actually
not
holding
there.
it. Okay.
Yeah, like a
Um,
baby.
Yeah.
He's like big, strong arms.
Hmm. His opinion of Fenris has changed.
Slightly. But Roslair does get very close. And I do believe you were asking for Casvenom.
Yes.
Yes.
Was that who you were speaking to earlier? I happened to notice you, and I mean, it's hard not to notice you, honestly.
I know. I stick out from the crowd. Yes, it was. And I wanted to let you know that he is very grateful for you delivering that package. He's been waiting for that delivery for a while.
Well, I'm very glad that you got to the right hands.
Hmm.
I was able to make someone else happy today.
Well, you've made quite a few people happy, if I do say so myself.
So, what now?
Well, you enjoy the festivities. Go spend your winnings and return to me in a few days. We'll get to work on the little project that I have in mind.
Interesting. I cannot wait to get a whiff of a notion of what it might possibly be about.
You watch as his eyes do that thing where they kind of fall down you and your form, and then glance over to Humphrey, and he raises his hand. You can see his nails are quite long, and he's got rings and bracelets all over, and he kind of gently pulls his hand over Humphrey. I'm sure you'll find out and understand very soon exactly what I have in mind. It's right up your alley.
I shall mull that over.
Do.
Yes.
I hope to see you again soon. Don't keep me waiting.
Only long enough to make you want me.
Well, that's already happening. Leans in to give you another kiss.
I will give him a kiss. Absolutely.
Okay. Sends you
Well,
on your way.
Good night. And I stroll away, forgetting the fear that I had just had walking up to him.
Anything
Yep.
for a pretty face. I love it. All right.
Yeah, I'll lead him out. Taking
Yeah,
extra
Fenris,
profits.
you just stood there.
Yeah,
Hold
just
on.
put their stony face holding Humphrey like a baby. And one hand on the L. I'll lead him out. Oh, well, so you're doing other projects now.
Yes, well, as I mentioned before, jumping into the ring of fire, that this fine gentleman offered double the pot in exchange for a little partnership. So,
Yes.
by the way, you were a fine chaperone.
Well, hopefully you haven't gotten into something more than you've bargained for.
Oh, I most definitely have.
Yes. Yeah, let's go. Conversation is only slightly less embarrassing than the rest of Corset.
Oh, yes, of course. I do look forward to reading that.
I hope you're good at tongue twisters. I'll lead him out and meet you up with the others.
Okay.
Is that a double entendre?
Oh, I
You
think it's
all-
triple.
Oh. Apologies.
Oh, no,
You all
you got-
do make your way back outside. And it is a lovely evening. I'm assuming you guys are headed back to the house?
We meet everyone outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can meet everybody outside if you wish.
Oh, sorry, my thinking was off. As soon as I get outside, I am running to the nearest street food that I know that will be open at this time.
Yes.
Okay. Easily done. There's some gorgeous places to get food in the market square, in the main market near where you live. The market squares are usually open pretty late too, so you can get some food there. Nice and warm. Lovely, all that. Anything you want?
I'll be leading Al towards Caché Cafe, so trying to get everyone together.
Okay. I believe Gizmo, Revenant, Caché. Yeah, you're all outside waiting for them.
Yep.
Indeed I am.
Cool. So, where are you headed?
What's the street foods that we're getting?
We are getting my favorite, which are just dirty kebabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they work in every world.
Burger van, onions.
Where there be people,
Yeah.
there be kebabs.
There'll be- And you can definitely get kebabs. You can get, just greasy meat sticks and all of that kind of stuff you can get. Definitely.
I'll lead Al up behind Caché. I was like, come on, Caché, it's time to go. Oh, I'll have 6 of those.
Easily done.
I'll buy
I'd say-
one chicken skewer.
I'll have
Alright,
some falafel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd say there's definitely some falafel there. And I'd say it's like a silver each for what you're getting.
Yeah.
Because it's so rich now, it's like ridiculous.
Silver for one chicken skewer. It's be one.
No,
Damn
yours
good.
be like, yeah, no, it would still be a silver because they don't deal with copper here. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's expensive, but we're rich now.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So I will get the bag of that. So I'll ask Humphrey to hold on to the bag while I hold on to Humphrey, carrying Elle, and I will levitate Caché to drag her along while she's eating her kebab. So I look like that kind of.
I was gonna say, eek. Okay.
I kind of look like that parent overflowing with children.
You do so.
Mm.
Oliver,
I'll
get your
le-
food.
Start leading
Terry.
them all out with.
How about
Terry
you
comes
guys
up.
levitate, and I'll kind of hold Caché in place, so she's not really jostling or rotating or moving around. She's just hovering along,
Oh yeah.
and she's
Eat it.
eating her kebab.
At this
Copious
point,
amounts of food.
Yeah, like at this point, Caché is essentially just like the wheelie table,
Yeah.
just lying down straight.
And Al, are you walking, or are you also being carried? I don't know what's happening.
Al is pushed out in front of me, I think, because he's eating while walking. I think Al is taller than me, so.
Possibly, I'm quite lanky.
Al is tallest amongst you, except for Gizmo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gizmo's the tallest and yet the smallest, which is so weird.
I am both.
I'm walking on a cloud right now, so.
Mm. Yes, I'd say so. But you all enjoy the evening. It is probably like 3 or 4 a.m. at this point. It is late after everything that's been going on, the fight, the festivities, the drink. You get your kebabs, your single chicken skewer, and make your way back towards, well, where are you headed, actually? I should ask.
Home.
Back to Caché's.
Caché's house? Okay.
I think we'll probably get a steam seed once we get away from the market.
You can, if you wish. It's only about a 15-minute walk as well to Caché's
Alright.
house. The market square is actually pretty close.
Yeah, I'll keep walking then and just chuck Caché along like a kite.
Like I said, it's a lovely evening too. There's not even a cloud in the sky. You see the moons above you. You can see you can actually see the ring from where you're at that time of year as well. That covers the sky. There's a lovely bit of color to it. But you can make it back to Caché's house, no problem. Terry immediately leaves your shadow, Caché, and starts lighting some of the like candles and just kind of making things very like dim light, but comfortable, and maybe not for the two voidlings, but for everyone else.
I'll levitate Caché over to Terry. Please get him to bed.
Water, Terry.
Her.
Water.
Yes, she needs water.
Slowly moves
Let's
away,
get them
gets
both to
water.
bed.
Okay. Easily done.
I'll hand Al off to Gizmo because I think they share a room.
No, I'm still like basically. I probably come in and start dancing a little bit, just listening to music in my
I
head.
should let him tire himself out for a while. Besides, if Caché
Yeah,
is going
very
to
well.
sleep, I have something that I'll need to do. I'm going to make my way up and start casting my ritual alarm on the window and the door.
Perfect.
And I'll say to Revenant, I'll be about 20 minutes or so, but if you don't have that conversation then.
Yes, I'll wait here.
Aye.
Watch Al do his dancing. It's quite entertaining, actually.
He has
Uh,
a
Dancing
remarkable
with
sense of a
Humphrey.
lack of rhythm. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
You don't know. You can't hear what music I'm dancing to.
Well, you are entertaining us with a simple frantic flailing of your limbs.
It's just Razzler's voice. That's all he's dancing to.
Okay, as a player, can I
Bob,
request
Bob,
a
Terry,
performance
Bob.
check?
Terry, come dance with Al.
Wait, Chris, what did you say?
As a player, can I request a performance check?
Yes, I do actually. To be honest, I really do want a
Okay.
performance check. But the thing is I think you have advantage. I think on
Oh, because it's
Charisma
charisma.
checks.
charisma.
Yes.
Am I still
Cancel it out.
downstairs at this point?
What?
Am I still downstairs at this point?
I'd say so. You're just about to be levitated towards the stairs.
Oh,
what
in that case, I'm getting out my lute and I'm going to try and guess what song's in his head.
Amazing. Amazing.
I'm wishing now I had a cell slot to has Hexa one of them to disadvantage
What?
their charisma.
Roll.
Do I get
Ooh,
inspiration then?
I'm going to turn to Fenris and say 10 goals as one of them vomits within the next 5 minutes.
4.
You're on.
Okay, so performance check. So you already have advantage, Al.
Do I get like an inspiration dice or something?
I mean,
A bardic
you
inspiration?
are- yeah. Oh, you're wanting a bardic inspiration dice.
Well, I can
Oh,
give you that.
well, that's up to
Yeah.
Caché if she
Yeah,
wants.
here, have one, because, like, obviously, you know.
What is
One
it?
sec, I rolled a d8.
Just
And
pick
I
up a
need a
loot as
That's
you
an
performance-
extra 3.
I need a performance check from you as well, Caché.
It's
Alright.
an extra 3.
Just have this vision of Terry dragging Caché along, and she just reaches out, picks up a loot, and then starts strumming as she's being.
Yeah,
Floated along
yeah.
by this.
As she's being floated.
It's like that Foster the People's music video where they all die and then like they just set them up to like pop with instruments. Just Terry.
Oh, we're
Also, I feel like Terry's gonna go up next to Al, kind of like copy his movements for a moment, and then just start flailing really.
yeah. Oh no, we're
dramatically.
we're way beyond that. We're in the Chili Peppers Can't Stop video right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got a natural 20 for 27.
I got
Ow.
a dirty 20.
Oh my god! All right, well, this performance is absolutely. It's like Al was a little bit off and a little bit struggling on his own, and as soon as Caché started to play, it
My
is.
foot stops on the first step.
Yeah, it is delightfully pleasant to see your friends let loose a little bit and have some fun. They are usually not that coordinated.
I'm in the same brainwaves at the moment.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
I do need Constitution saves at serious disadvantage, though.
At
From both of
serious
us.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, 8.
Okay.
God.
Blah.
Also an 8.
Oh wow!
We are on the same wavelength.
Synchronized
Absolutely.
vomiting.
Beautiful. So Gizmo, you stop for a moment on the first step and you turn
This is
and you see it is remarkable. Do you guys know Tangled, where she's like dancing in the streets and the camera's like moving around with her and she's like, it's, do you know that scene?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's like
Yeah.
that with
Yep.
Al. He is just letting loose and enjoying himself. Caché is just enjoying the music, and both of them get to that climactic point of the story and both vomit at the same time.
I'll turn straight to Fenris and just hold my hand out.
2 minutes and 37 seconds. I win.
What?
I guess 4 minutes. You had 5. 2 minutes 37 seconds.
Terry immediately stops dancing.
I'm gonna finish walking upstairs to do my original job.
Okay.
Ah.
I'll just
Oh.
look
I
back.
feel
at the-
better, though.
I look back at the two of them like, they're having an interesting morning.
I'm chugging water, though, so I'll be fine.
Reverend, you still holding your hand up?
Yeah, I'm just standing there with my hand, like looking at the two of them.
I will awkwardly slap your hands. It's not a high five, no five.
Oh. So
We didn't even
No.
shake hands in that bad, not that bad.
No, no.
Wonder what they'll be like tomorrow.
Hmm,
It'll be great.
Not
It'll
very
be
useful, I
great. It'll
imagine.
be fantastic.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I can hold my alcohol.
Yes,
So
yes.
can the compass. And mine.
Hmm.
Terry's just standing with like a bucket of water behind Caché and just shakes. their-
Let's go over the two of them. Forge. I need to go to the forge tomorrow.
Want to get some
Well-
armor?
Possibly need to update my own website. It's taking a few dents.
I know a guy. DM, fill in my memory.
No, you're drunk.
But
All
I'd
you
like
remember
to
is
try.
you know a guy.
History
His
at
name began
disadvantage.
with M.
I will gently prize the loot from Cassé's fingers
11.
and poke her over
11.
through.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know a guy.
I know a guy.
Yeah,
I
you
know
know
a
a
guy.
guy.
Can't think of any-
Yeah.
Can't think of anyone specific right now, but we'll see in the morning.
Yeah, you know
I'll
a
just
guy.
move her into Terry's arms. I think it's time for her to
Terry
go
doesn't really
upstairs.
have. Terry has one strength.
She's
Terry's.
still,
Caché
she's still
passes
levitating.
through Terry. Oh, okay.
She's still levitating.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize she was. That's right. Okay. Terry puts their hands on Caché.
Wait, if Caché is still levitating, does that mean that her vomit is also levitating?
No, it's no longer
Just
part
float
of
in
her.
midair.
Wait,
No, it's no longer part of her.
Please, please. Just don't know.
Make it a lot easier for
Okay,
Terry to
let's-
clean up. Terry can just like run a bucket past it and it's gone, it's clean. Like just like,
What if
scoop it out
someone-
here. It's
What happens
done.
if someone vomits on the ISS?
Episode 22. Let's figure out
Vomit.
floating vomit.
The vomiting cavalier.
Woo. Okay, so an hour or so passes. Gizmo, you've done all your alarms on the windows and doors.
Make my way back down.
Terry is bringing Caché up. Humphrey is walking you up with his little hand. Walking you up the stairs. Or trying to, because he's still got to hop.
He's got his things now, so he can like.
Oh, so he can't hold your hand then. So he'll go
Oh,
behind
of
you and
course.
make sure that
Yeah.
you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am gripping the banister.
Mm. You do so. Fenris?
I'll help Al upstairs if
Okay, so you're kind of walking
busy.
them both upstairs.
But if Gizmo's busy, I'll help Al upstairs.
Okay, perfect. You do so.
I'll just grab him by the ankle and throw him over my shoulder.
Okay.
No, I'll just have hand on shoulder and pull him upstairs.
Perfect. Caché, make it to your room. What do you do?
I lie down the wrong way on the bed.
Okay.
I'm not under the covers at all because that would be way too warm.
I feel like
and
Caché
then-
just like walks and then just.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And then she, like, I'd say about 5 minutes, that's going to be too warm, so she's just going to, prance on the floor.
Okay. All right. So, Caché, you are in your room. I'd almost say too, like this was just finishing up in your room, and you just come in, you just.
That's all good to go now, and you're already asleep. I go.
Okay. Another flight of stairs up. Al, you make it up to the top floor.
Why can't I get through here? I can't open this door.
Oh,
Hello?
let me go up to you. Hello. There you go.
Al, this is a push.
This is not a bush. Oh, it is a bush.
This is not a bush.
Right. I'm going to sit and rest.
Okay.
Think
Okay.
sober thoughts.
Well, I wanted to put her on the bed. I will leave, and I'm just going to go up onto the roof.
Oh, wait! Before you go, could you possibly bring me the rusty corset?
Oh.
Some light
I-
reading for bed.
But I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
I'm close.
Very good. Ha ha ha.
I'll drop it in later.
Whew. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
then
always
I'll,
open.
then I'll go upstairs and sit on the roof.
All right. So you're heading up to the roof. Lovely. Al, what are you doing before heading to bed?
Probably getting Humphrey to recount anything that he might have heard while he was sitting with the professors, and if he noticed anything from Razlair.
Okay. He rolled a 3. I'm not gonna roll those dice anymore. He kind of asking him to recount something. He's struggling a bit, and you get that same message calculating memory bank retrieval. Calculating memory
Don't worry
bank
about it.
retrieval. You get a sense of frustration. Calculating memory bank retrieval. Success.
Humphrey? Oh,
And he kind of looks at you. Friend,
friend.
do you remember the cottage in the valley? The one with the workshop?
Yes. Painful memories, yes, Humphrey, I do.
I enjoyed the sunsets there. You and Lorian would work late, and I would watch the sky turn from twilight to midnight.
Interestingly, that's where I thought of the color for your eyes.
That is
Funny you should
all
say that.
I miss from the cottage. I much prefer this workshop and this company. I much prefer you being appreciated.
Humphrey, I'm always appreciated because I appreciate myself. And I appreciate you.
Looks up to you. I appreciate you too.
So, I will start. I'll probably just start reading aloud to him out of the Time Weaver's Codex again.
Okay. You just spend a bit of time. Doesn't take you very long to fall asleep though.
Well, yeah.
Mid sentence.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
immediately.
Just out into your trance.
Yeah.
So, moving over to Caché, because you're the next one who was heading to.
Mhm.
Oh, you're in your bath now.
Yeah.
Okay, are you in the bath now?
Well, I know I'm kind of leaning over the bath because it's ceramic and cold.
Ah, okay. All right. So, what are you doing for the evening?
Fetal position. I'm sure this feeling will go away. It better go away. Oh God, will it go away? You know, etc., etc.
Got it. All right. Drunk still.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Hoping nobody comes in. Yeah.
Yeah.
all that fun stuff. All right. Cool. So that's you. Fenris, you're heading to the roof, so I'll get you for a
Mhm.
moment. Revenant and Gizmo, where are you headed? Where are you headed?
I'll be waiting in the living room for Gizmo to come back.
Revenant, you feel a little scurry on you as Fred makes her way up, kind of around your collar. What
Yes, friend.
What you gonna talk to him about?
I seen something in the casino, and I believe me and Gizmo are more connected than we originally believed.
Really?
Mhm.
What did you see in the casino?
Did you not see the fox lady?
Oh. Yeah, she was kind of
Yes.
scary.
Yes. Well, she has something to do with that mechanical man we fought, and she was talking to what I believed to be a friend of mine.
Hmm. Do you think we should talk to him as well about...
That's entirely up to you, Fran. If you wish to speak to Gizmo about it, we can bring it up. If you prefer me to speak to Gizmo about it, we can do that. All in your own time, Fran.
Maybe what I don't know. I don't know how I feel yet. Maybe you should talk to him first. I don't know if he's gonna like what he know. If he knows what I am, I don't know if he's gonna like it. Most people don't like us. That's why I've stayed around.
We can see how he feels about your kind before we reveal it.
Okay.
In the meantime, why don't you get some food and rest by the fire?
Okay. Scurries down you. I'm assuming Terry's still somewhere. Terry comes back down and like sees Fran and like feeds her a little bit, and they stay by the fire. Gizmo, where do you head? Where are you?
Well, once I'm finished with the alarms in Caché's room, I'm gonna make my way back down to where Revenant was. He said he wanted to have a conversation.
Okay. You do so?
Revenant, you're still there?
Yes, Gizmo. When do you remember when we were in the West Repair Yard?
I do, vividly.
You, the creature that was in that mirror. The one controlling your mechanical friend.
I wasn't really sure what I saw in the mirror. It vaguely looked like the similar shape, but I know what you're referring to, yeah.
It looks like a fox person with several tails.
Trying to remember, did I have a conversation with you about this, about what I saw? I did, didn't I?
I think you guys did, yeah.
Awesome, just wanted to make
We mean Caché.
Yeah.
I mean Revenant, sorry. Yeah, I'm Caché.
Who am I?
You are very drunk.
Yes, I am.
You are very drunk.
The
though.
players now become drunk. Yeah, that was it exactly, yeah.
I seen them again in the casino.
A fox spirit?
Yes.
How many tails?
9, I believe. It's the same one I seen in the mirror. Of that I am certain. It is talking to someone I have a deal with, I have been working for. And I'm now beginning to think that our fates are more closely entwined than we originally believed.
I mean, most of this is quite new to me. I haven't really thought about my ancestry before, so it's all kind of mind-blowing at the moment, but this person that you said you're working for, what's your relation to them? If you don't mind me asking. I understand if you want to keep things secret.
I was contracted to find some information for them.
So kind of an information broker?
I am not entirely certain what their profession is. It's just I was hired to find information on a particular person, which Caché was very good at lending me a hand with.
Yeah, I find we, for whatever reason, we generally seem to work well as a group together.
I'm beginning to think that our meeting wasn't exactly an accident.
It is strange how many of our histories seem to be woven together.
Yes.
I thought at first it was just a common
Except
enemy,
Al.
but it seems deeper than that now. Except Al. What am I supposed to say?
This fox spirit, what exactly is it and what does it want?
Well, if it's what I think it is, we don't say their name, but I can write it down for you. You've probably possibly heard of the Kitsune.
Would I have any knowledge of anything from the Fae?
Thinking back through your history. It's not that I don't want you to roll for it, but I just don't think so, Revenant. I don't think you've had really any connection to the Fae until extremely recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gathering from your demeanor that perhaps you haven't heard of them.
No,
Well, the Kitsune
you're kinder.
are fox spirits that they're tricksters. They're playful. They're okay. They're like much of the Fae, but the Fae, it's strange. For everything that's there, that's good. There's a darker mirror, and that would be, and I point to like whatever bit of parchment where I've written out the word Nigitsune.
Revenant picks up and reads it out loud. No, anyway. He doesn't.
Hello! Could you imagine?
They're the darker counterparts, and their intent tends to be a lot more maligned. I don't know much about them though. There weren't really many members in the court I was involved in.
Do you think it's responsible for what happened in the West Repair Yard?
I do. Or at least it had a large part in it. But I have no idea as to why.
I'm good at making connections. It comes, with the job. But I'm struggling to see why a fox spirit from the Feywild would be interested in a information broker, as you had to put it.
When I did meet the spirit, it said some things to me that I'm just trying to search in my memory banks right now.
Memory bank retrieval.
I have like a DocuSave, Google Drive.
Typing in all the code words to try to find it.
The main things that I remember is that it mentioned my name, Nightsong. I mentioned before. Although were you there when I said what my actual name was?
Yeah, I think you told me
Okay.
personally, yeah.
My memory's all over the place. It knew my name, my actual born name, but it also mentioned the name Silverhorn and something about a carrion prince, but I would say that's more related deeper to the Feywild itself.
Can I ask really quick? Layout wise, where are you two?
In the living room, which I'd imagine where we are on the map.
Is Fenris just sitting in the chair? No, Fenris, you're upstairs, right?
Yeah, you went to the roof.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop you upstairs.
Yeah, I'm up on the roof.
Actually, that's perfect.
It just turns on that lens.
So
I've been here the entire time.
So Revenant, as you're speaking and kind of trying to put all these pieces together, as Gizmo says the Carrion Prince, You watch Fran's head look up.
I'll do my best not to give away that anything has happened there. And I'll just continue speaking to Gizmo. I'm like,
No
when-
matter, didn't notice the thing. I rolled a 4.
when we last went to see the Dream Lady and Madame Hessa, she mentioned that this fox spirit might be hunting me.
Hunting you.
Yes.
And why would that be?
Well, I was hoping you could shed some light on that.
Unfortunately, I don't know an awful lot about them. I tried researching more in the library, but information around them is pretty scant. It's not exactly like a well-broached topic, and much of what I found relating to the Feywild is grossly exaggerated and, in some places, outright false.
I'm going to do something I very rarely do, Gizmo, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't remember my past. And now I am worried that there is something in my past that this fox spirit might want.
See how that would be an issue. When you say you don't remember your
Yes.
past, how far back do you remember?
8 years. I woke up as a shadow in a forest. And that is as far as I remember. And, our friend Avarice, he has my memories.
He has your memories.
Yes, he took my memories.
Ah, I've seen some kinds of mind meddling magic before, but to actually take your memories, that's on a whole other level.
Yes, believe it or not, he is holding them hostage, using them to ransom. He said he wants me to do something for him, but wouldn't tell me what.
Well, that's helpful.
Then he gave me this, and I'll hold my hand up and let Shadow's Edge appear out of darkness.
Where?
Gorgeous, wicked-looking blade.
Did you buy that?
No,
Where'd you get the gold from?
Avarice visited me and gifted it to me. Although, a gift from a being like him usually comes with a downside.
I'd imagine so, with a name that amounts to greed. But nothing about a exact promise, just a favor to be done.
Yes, he said he wanted me to do something, and he would keep my memories until I'd done it.
And now you've got something coming after you, possibly from your past, which you can't remember.
Yes, you can see the predicament I'm in, and
Well, I'm sorry that I don't have any more exact information that could point that out for you. But this is a bad situation. It's not good for you to
yes,
have that level of leverage.
no. You'll understand now why I was not interested in chasing after my past.
It's starting to make more sense,
Mm.
But now we might not have a choice
Yes.
for both of us.
Another thing surfaced recently, and I was wondering if, again, your knowledge of your homeland might be of help. What do you know of Godlings?
What do I know of Godlings?
Yes.
DM.
Go ahead, roll me. No, you don't even need to roll me. No, roll me anything. Because you're from there. So, you just automatically kind of know things. Yeah, so Gizmo, the name resonates. Yeah, godlings tend to be kind of woodland fae, spirits of the forest. Usually dwell in burrows or mossy hollows, kind of on the outskirts. They don't tend to be in the cities, at least from where you're from. They tend to be little tricksters, reckless at heart. They're not well liked in and amongst the court because they are like children that cannot be controlled, but they are pretty powerful little children who cannot be controlled. So the courts they're not really welcomed in and amongst a lot of the more settled places of the Feywild. One thing, though, that you do know, and it kind of clicks with you there for a moment, because I do believe Gizmo was in the room when Al moved Fran with the vortex warp.
Yes. I remember that, yeah.
One of the things that you remember learning most about godlings is that they tend to be little guardians. And often, another reason why the court doesn't like them is they have a tendency to interfere with scrying and location spells. They are like little balls of energy that just you can't quite get a focus in on. They disturb that kind of magic.
Okay. Godlings. Oh, hi. Yeah, they most of the court doesn't have much time for them. They tend to be a bit of a menace, not really easy to control. Plus, they have an impact on kind of detection and scrying spells that a lot of the court uses as kind of security measures. But I did meet a godling once when I was out gathering supplies for a project. We didn't really talk much, and he kept like taking my tools and moving it around, but it was a good fun. I appreciated it. Better than the stuffiness of the courts, anyway. And I appreciate them the way they live free. Why do you ask though? That's an odd question. Especially you said before you don't know much about the Fae.
You have learned a few things recently. Yeah. More and more of my past seems to be cropping up.
Where are you, Gizmo? Are you sitting in the chair?
Well, I doubt I'd be sitting.
Okay.
I think I'm just standing there. It's a pretty heavy suit.
Okay.
I don't really have any.
I'd say crawling up on like the chair and then sitting, or not even sitting, but like hunched over on her feet in her full godling form. Revenant, you see Fran kind of hunched over there behind Gizmo, staring at him.
Again, Gizmo, I don't know what it is, but you seem to bring out an honest side of me. Turn around.
I have a trustworthy face.
Turn around, please.
Oh! Hi!
Teeny tiny little godling child, which you recognize immediately, with the round eyes, hair just shriveled, full of branches and twigs that you're like, but we're in the city, how are you getting those? She just has them. Her feet and fingers are dirty. She looks like she's been digging in stuff. Later you'll find that your pot of dandelions has been rummaged in. But you... Not Caché. Hang on. Not Caché. Caché keeps popping up. You see...
Oh, very glowy.
And that is what's interesting about her, is there is a little sense of glowingness to her as she kind of sits like on the back of the chair.
So
Fran, say hello.
Hello.
Fran.
Yeah.
I was wondering before that shift before when you went through that shield.
Yeah, I was a little worried that he wouldn't be within my kind of, aura.
Ah,
Well, I've been trying to kind of keep you all under the radar. Because you all tend to kind of draw a lot of attention. Let's be
Do
really
we?
honest.
can't say I've noticed.
You're about as subtle as brick walls.
No, that is very fair. I have to admit my
it was-
slight disappointment, though. I was kind of happy that there was another member of the party about my size.
Well, I mean, I can always change. And I do prefer to be a rat sometimes because not a lot of people look at rats. And I'm kind of sick and tired of people looking at
Well-
me because I'm different.
If you don't mind, and I'm gonna use my action to exit the suit. It's a pleasure to meet you, Fran. If that's
It's a-
your name.
It is. It's the name I chose.
I can appreciate that.
She kind of holds her hands out.
hand. As I'm, like, hovering
She just
it.
like immediately grabs you
Ah! Okay.
and just holds you close. And
Alright, I'll allow this time.
you're so much smaller than I thought you were going to be.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
I really like your big suit, though.
Me too. Quite proud of it.
She kind of lets you go again. You get the
I
sense
have
of
to, like, quickly readjust one of my mechanical wing, like.
oh yeah, yeah. She kind of like pulled you tight. But yeah, she
Well,
kind of
since we're all showing our true forms, Revenant pulls the mask off and pulls the hood down. I know Gizmo's already seen it, but like, you sit there anyway.
I don't know if you remember before Revenant, but there was one thing I said when we first came here. I don't care who you are. I'll judge you by what you do, the choices you make. It doesn't matter to me who is underneath the mask.
I don't wear the mask to hide from others.
I know.
To be honest, I wear the mask because, well, it kind of is to hide. It's more so that people don't really pay attention to you when you have a mask on, and it's makes my line of work a lot easier. Just stealing and whatnot.
No, I gathered. You're very good. I've never caught you, and my sensors have been like I've tuned them up to watch, but nothing.
you never will.
Are you helping him?
No.
I suspect my good fortune wasn't entirely of my own doing anymore.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but we are really good luck. And she cartwheels away.
Excitable. Well, at least I'm glad to know that all those times that you did have to go your own way, there was someone watching your back.
Yes, so it was a surprise to me when I found out as well. It was 8 years I've known Fran, and but 2 days I've known she's a Godling.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Well, I can kind of understand. Any of her kind is quite vilified. I think unfairly so, but the rules are the rules. There's no bending them.
Yeah. She fits in with the party. We all have our masks.
And we're all just downright weird.
Yes, there is that aspect as well.
Both of you do see and hear Fran setting up a small little tripwire trap at the bottom of the stairs.
Do you want to
Fran.
handle that?
A harmless one. Yeah, let's tell. Yeah, I just, whoever wakes up early,
I'm gonna fly over and help her build a kind of a trap that should maybe hang over the door frame, that when you hit the tripwire,
Yeah.
it won't trip you, but it'll drop something.
Yeah. So she sees what you're doing. Oh, that's better. And she kind of helps you. She climbs up some of the pole, just immediately, just just like spider climbs almost up there and like helps you attach things and like.
Revenant's gonna walk over and disapprovingly look at the two of them as he's putting his mask back on, and then just go, Fenris, come down and get your winnings.
Quickly.
I
Okay,
probably don't hear. I
go
probably
ahead,
don't hear
let's-
because I'm on the roof.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's
no!
really,
But Al wakes up. No.
Yeah.
Wait, go ahead. Actually, who? Oh no, they are really drunk, aren't they?
Hmm.
Yep.
No, let's roll first for the trap. She can give you advantage, or if you can give her advantage.
I give her
whichever you-
advantage.
Okay. You grab Fred's stats. Okay. That is a natural 20. That's a nice roll.
Yeah, Fran. Yeah, get it.
So you two, the both of you, successfully create a nearly impossible to see trap. I won't tell you what the total DC is now, but there is a little something waiting for whoever wakes up first in the morning. Fran is absolutely delighted, and as you both are kind of working, she kind of leans in close to you, Gizmo, and just says, "Maybe someday we can talk about how you got here, because I don't really know how I did. I just walked into a hole and then I was just here. It was kind of weird."
My story is not dissimilar.
Really?
Hey, it's not joined up with the most pleasant memories I have, but hey, yeah, dude, I wanted to make my way here. Where there isn't much in the way of engineering innovation there, right?
No, they're very stuck in the old days.
I was fascinated by all manner of contraption and the idea that tools could be used to do what magic can, or even better. And by chance, my teacher happened to mention the material plane. I queried about what kinds of wonders there were there, and I knew I had to see it.
Oh. Well, there are a lot of wonders, but there's also a lot of sadness.
Yeah. It's strange. Everything's so magnified so much in the fairy. Joy and sadness is two sides of the same coin, but they're stretched as far apart from each other as possible. But here, everything mixes together.
It gets messy.
It's less clear. Sometimes hard to grasp.
Yeah. The way that sometimes people think here is almost too black and white. You know,
Black and
good
white.
or bad.
Everyone's playing their own game. No one's even knows the rules of the game the other person's playing.
Exactly. I don't know. I think a lot of the time that I spent in the Feywild was, I don't know, I liked the dark. I liked underground. I liked the shadows that a lot of other people didn't really want to be a part of. And I wanted to share with you as well, because, and she kind of glances to Revenant, you both mentioned the Carrion Prince.
Aye.
Yes, I
You know the name?
noticed you had an interest in that.
Yeah, I mean, I've only heard about him, but you remind me a lot of some of the stories that I heard. He too was inventive and cast out for it. That's why he went to the Underdark Or the Feydark, whatever they call it. I also think he likes mushrooms. Like a lot of mushrooms. Which I like mushrooms too, but not to his level.
Likes mushrooms excessively.
But I do think you should know, at least, again, these are only stories, and the only reason why I really know them is because I tried to go to the Feydark a few times, but I kept getting lost, because it just was not the place that I liked. Because I usually don't get lost, but that place was confusing and weird, and things moved a lot. But he had a son. I don't know if that means anything.
Do you know the name of this son?
If he's making an ability check, do I have any flash of genius left?
Ooh, I don't know.
I've only used it once. Yeah, I'm gonna flash genius.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Fran, what are these dice? Fran's rolling really, really high. 19, so then plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has her own history, which I think is 2.
This is useful information. Know it.
Yeah, Jesus, I know. Okay, so she'll kind of think for a moment. Carrion Prince. Do I know his name? Silverhorn.
Instantly just look at Gizmo. You mentioned that name, Gizmo.
Yeah, that was.
Is that important?
Yes, and it seems to be an important bit of information.
Oh. I'm glad I could help.
The fox spirit. I mentioned that it said it knew my mother. It said the Carrion Prince would be happy to know that his grandson was still alive.
Oh.
If he had a son named Silverhorn.
You've just found your father, I assume.
Does that make you royalty? Huh.
Ah.
Gizmo just shuts down.
Yeah.
Revenant's gonna kneel down and then slap Fran. Be like, kneel in front of royalty.
I don't kneel in front of anyone.
Please don't. No kneeling. I'm gonna fly over to the middle of the chessboard, and I just kind of slump down.
She kind of slowly kind of comes up to you and puts her little face on the. Are you sitting on a little chair or something? She's gonna put her face there.
I'm leaning against. I'm leaning against the king.
Okay.
Fitting in as royalty already, standing beside the king.
Ah!
See, he doesn't even know it.
This is. What? Royalty?
I mean, I don't, like I said, I just hear things. Nobody pays attention to us, especially when you're a rat. So I just hear things.
This is getting a lot more complicated.
So you didn't know? No one told you?
I never knew my parents, and anytime I ever asked anyone in the court that raised me, they would just change the topic, and it's not like they treated me well, and it was like having a surrogate family. I didn't really care. It didn't matter. They were my family. They raised me.
I understand. That's kind of how it works there. A lot of the times you don't have your blood relatives because they could be an angry tree or a floating piece of cloud. It's strange there, so I get it. But
Right. I have to see this land at least once in my life.
well, if we can find another way to get there, we should. But,
Yes, especially now that we're friends with the prince.
yeah, because we'll be treated like royalties, won't we?
Oh.
But Gizmo, what court did you say? You said you were part of a court.
Yeah, I was adopted into the Sealy court.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, see, there's the problem. The Carrion Prince nearly rules the Unseelie court. So that could explain. She's seeing your face and goes, maybe I should stop talking.
No, this is useful information.
But didn't you say the book? Maybe the book would be better.
Yo, is there any alcohol around? Oh.
Yeah, Revenant's already on it. He's in the kitchen pouring alcohol, pouring
Yeah,
a thimble of whiskey, and going over and putting it down.
There's lots of alcohol in this house.
Hands shaking. Oh.
I hope I
right.
didn't say too much. This is like, just I thought everybody kind of knew this stuff. But then maybe not if you were the Sealy court, that you probably didn't really do much with us.
I'm starting to realize I might have had a bit of a sheltered upbringing.
Little bit. Yeah.
Huh.
Sounds like they were keeping secrets from you. But,
They didn't want you to know something.
no.
Yeah.
That's the way it is there, though. I mean, most of the courts that command the other smaller courts, it's not through a show of force or power. It's what people know and what people are willing to let people find out. What people are willing to let find out.
They also don't like pranks in there. Looks at Revenant. It's really boring.
Hmm.
It can be, yeah. Hence why I wanted to
So
leave.
all these years you've been working with me, and you never thought to mention that you were a genius when it comes to traps. All the close escapes we've had.
Oh, I wanted you to feel like you knew what you were doing.
I was bleeding to death when you met me.
Yes. And she walks over to you and she places her little hands on you and will use her healing hands for the day. And I always fixed you.
That does explain why that wound healed so fast. I am now questioning my abilities.
I have my limits, Revenant. Don't worry. I still need you to protect me. Same with you, Gizmo, I would hope.
Of course. Oh, your friend of Revenant's a friend of mine. I'm sorry as well, too, that I called you the rat a few times. It's just... names are hard.
That's okay. And she wild shapes into her rat form.
Gizmo, that probably goes without saying, but maybe we can keep this between us for now.
I think saying goes, if you wouldn't mind. It's not that I don't trust anyone, but...
I won't tell anyone about your royal blood.
Again... you're not gonna let this go, are you?
Nope.
Rat shakes her head.
What if I make you something?
I'm a gift from a prince.
Oh, come on.
Wild shapes onto your shoulder, Revenant. I would like that.
I can knight you while I'm at it as well. Would you like that?
Oh, Revenant. Yes, it has a nice ring to it.
Oh, that had the opposite effect of what I was hoping for.
The Revenant, Master Thief.
Well, if I ever do end up with a court, you can be my master of secrets. How about that?
Sounds like a splendid deal.
As if.
But as you know, I am very good at keeping secrets. Again, part of the trade. So.
No, I trust you.
That's your first mistake.
Right.
What's life without a few mistakes?
I know we've made plenty.
We have.
We'll make plenty more.
I hope so. What's this Carnival Row that you guys keep talking about?
Yes, it's an area of the city
You could say it's the
Right.
culmination of a number of threads that we've each seemed to have been pulling on.
Ooh. I hope we go there.
I think soon. Although I think we do need to gather up on a few supplies. Especially just in case something does
Yes.
happen. I'll mention it to the rest of the group, but Revenant, if you wouldn't mind, I'll need diamonds worth about 300 gold. I can use them to revive someone, provided that they've only recently passed. But given the windfall we've each had, perhaps maybe getting one for each member of the party wouldn't be a bad idea.
Sounds like a very useful ability, although I don't think avarice would let me die. Not before I finish
It's
what he
basically
has
just a
planned
big.
for me.
I just take my palms in my hands and I just go poof, and yeah, it's kind of like a defibrillator.
Defibrillator.
Yep.
It's gonna hurt like a bitch.
It needs diamonds to power for reasons.
Yes, I'll donate to the cause.
Great. I'll say
Fran.
it to the rest of the group as well.
Fran, when you're in your rat form, can you make anyone understand you?
I don't think in my rat farm, no.
Well,
But I can always just show them.
I think
mean-
it's best if you maybe keep this form to yourself for a while.
Okay.
We just until we learn a bit more. There's connections here, and we don't know who's looking for what.
We are
Ah.
quite in the dark. Pun intended.
That is true. I won't be able to have anyone understand me, but Humphrey seemed to be able to communicate.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, I will. Yes, Humphrey seems to know a bit of Thieves' Cant, and
Interesting.
Fran is very adept at it.
I wonder if I can work
Fenris
backwards
seems to
from.
know a bit as well.
I wonder if I can work backwards from his understanding to maybe create something that would then allow you to converse in your art form. If I understood why it is that you and Revenant are able to do that.
I don't know, Revenant, you just always seem to be able to talk to me from the very beginning.
Yes, it seems. I mean, if I remembered my past, I could probably help, but it seems I've always had a way with animals. Speaking of which, actually, nobody's seen any ravens floating around the house, have they? And I'll look out the window
It's nighttime.
and see if I can.
Eh,
Yeah,
I mean,
I just can
right
see
at
if there's
this
any-
moment, no.
Yep.
It's just a murder of ravens, just like a murder of crows, just waiting for you. Let us in.
Not recently, but I'll keep an eye out for you if you need a raven.
Yes, I've requested that the ravens gather some information for me.
Oh, that's very handy.
Yes, it's when you want to build a network of spies, having such things as rats and cats and birds. It's
Not cats.
okay. We'll keep the cats away. It can be very useful. Nobody pays attention to the animals in the cities.
No, that's a very clever idea. We're definitely short on information. The more we can get, the better.
And like any other child, Fran slowly starts to fall asleep.
So yeah, I think it's best if we retreat to our rooms for the night.
Oh, definitely. I did want to say, though, just before you go, I have to say, your fighting in that ring was incredible. Like, the moves you were pulling off, they were just something beyond what I'd ever seen before.
It was a strange experience. It almost felt as if somebody else was controlling my body.
Yeah, like, it really seemed like that just, someone, you were just on point there, like, it was incredible.
Such an out of body experience. Also, quick question, Gizmo.
Mhm.
Your room's up on the top floor, yeah?
It's, I'm bunking with,
Bungadal, yeah?
Al.
How you gonna get up there now that you put a trap on the stairs?
Fran's headed down to the cellar.
Gizmo, maybe you could leave the armor here and sleep in your fairy form for the night. You're always welcome to join us in the cellar, if probably not very comfortable for yourself, though.
As much as I appreciate that offer, I am going to politely decline.
It's pretty dark down there, so that makes sense.
Yes. We like the shadows, in case you hadn't quite realized.
No, it was fairly paramount, I would say.
Well, good night, Gizmo. It was eventful talking to you, and
Enlightening for sure.
yes, very enlightening. Who knew we had so much in common?
Who knew? Indeed. Sleep well.
Good night. And Revenant will descend into the cellar.
And I'm gonna.
Well, listening for the trap to go off.
Yeah, I'm gonna like fly up next to the air, like sit on the shoulder of my armor, and I'm gonna look at that trap for a good long while, figuring out how I'm gonna get my armor through that. And then I fly back into my armor, and I'm gonna cast Reduce on myself.
Amazing. Okay. Fran does give you a little hug before she runs off with runs. Yeah. Runs like pitter patter as she follows Revenant down the kind of you hear like the footsteps, like children's footsteps, and then they turn into the rat sounds.
Okay. I'm hoping now that with the smaller form, it'll be easier for me to fit through the trap I said earlier for myself.
Okay.
Damn, it shouldn't have said anything.
And roll me a dexterity saving throw. Which I
Does
think
casting Reduce do anything?
I was gonna say, does it do anything?
Reduce. The target has disadvantage strength. Yeah, there's no positive effects. There's absolutely no reason why I should.
No, I'd say you do get advantage because you stared at it and you helped her build it. So
okay,
advantage,
I know its weaknesses.
Yeah.
What check did you say?
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dexterity saving throw. So that is an 18.
Okay. Yep. So you cast Reduce on yourself. Start wiggling your way through some of the really, really thin like wires that you kind of set, to trap people, and you're just there. You've made it through. You're like, home free. Now I can go up and rest. And oh shit! As what did you set up there? I'm assuming is like water or something.
I in my mind I was imagining this 2-part system of a sticky substance and feathers.
Oh, brilliant! So yeah, you've tarred yourself. It's like sticky honey, and you've ruined one of Caché's beautiful pillows to stuff it full of feathers. So you are now like, and Revenant, you do hear the thing, and you hear Fran.
Yeah, I'd say Gizmo just hears the laughs coming from the cellar of me and Fran as our heads pop back up over a little trap door.
Hey, we found a raven.
We're including this as a part of the secret. Good night.
Because you're reduced, you kind of.
How small did you shrink, by the way?
Well, I go from I'm a medium creature, so I go to a small creature, so it's about a halfling size, I guess.
This is halfling size steps.
I'm like inside. I must be like I know a centimeter tall, but we just we're not talk
about that.
Question as well. So it's I know, but reduce and enlarge, anything you're wearing changes size with you.
Mm-hmm.
So when you change back to normal, does that mean all the feathers will grow a lot bigger with you? Would you just suddenly have giant feathers stuck to you?
Oh, well, no, because all the feathers are regular size already that fell on.
Yeah. But if he's changing back to normal, surely the magic would affect them and change the scale and the size.
But
Will
it's the spell ending though versus like it, like them being enlarged. It's like I was reduced
Oh, okay.
and now it's stopped.
So
Yeah.
it'll just be like patches of you with no feathers on.
Yes, hopefully that'll make it easier.
Potentially. Yeah. Potentially.
I'm looking too much into the mechanics of this, but yeah.
But you do make it back upstairs. Is there anything else anybody would like to do for the evening before we
I'm up on
end
the
this
roof.
very long day?
I'm up on the roof.
Okay.
I was just going to see. Is it a clear sky tonight?
It is.
Yeah, I was going to just sit out on the roof with Silverlight playing across my lap and look up over the stars. And was going to try and communicate with Silverlight.
Okay. Okay. You do just that. Underneath the stars. Beautiful. Very early, starting to be morning, to be honest. So you can start to see just the light bits of light coming through as the sun is going to rise soon. And as you kind of connect, close your eyes, reach out to the blade, and feel it connect back with you, something else distracts you as you feel a familiar hum in your pocket from your sending stone.
I'll take out the singing song.
Okay. You hear Emoza. Her voice comes through. Fenris, impressive work. I'm not surprised. Our friend from the Trinity in Austro-Acadia has intel. Dahana spotted alive 6 months ago. Last seen boarding airship Estrel, bound for Manira. Good hunting.
Okay, taking note of that. I will try to resume human contact. I'll speak into the sending zone first.
Okay.
Say, I noted. I have to put on a good show for the guild. Thank you for the information. We'll continue investigation. And then resume contact. That's late.
Okay. As soon as you kind of end the message to Emoza, you do hear Silverlight's voice join you as well. And so our hunt begins, Fenris. I told you that day that I would help you find them, but I can already feel the hunger once more. This curse, bound to both our souls. We must rid it first. And I'm sorry to
Yes.
ask you to do that.
Yes, don't worry. Although I dare say that if we find some of them first, your hunger would be very much sated.
That is true. Our fates seem to lie with this Hanor that the dreamer spoke of. Perhaps he will help us find more of your list.
Perhaps also he can find what's happening with us, and you especially.
Let us hope you are right. The voice will fade from you.
So I will always be here. I will get up and head back into the room. Walk back down the stairs past the room where Al is probably appreciating himself at this point. And head back in. Just do the usual slide under bed.
Okay. Now, is that everything everybody wants to do for the evening? All right. Moving on to the next day. Roll your hit die. You do a long rest.
Roll our hit die. Do we level up?
No,
Oh,
you haven't even made it to the next area. You're still in your down days.
I'm back to double digits again. What a shame.
It was Wake first. Oh, the mission. Oh, it's already gone off. Never mind.
Yeah,
Oh.
you kind of set it off.
I give
The
you
best
off.
intentions.
I suppose
What?
I'm up first thing in the morning. so I can clean it off.
After Gizmo went to bed, can me and Fran go up and reset the trap?
Why not? Go ahead. Yes. Go ahead. Do you want to give her advantage? or do you-
Give her an advantage, I suppose.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
she's probably better than.
Like, I'm the only one who actually needs 8 hours.
My God, yeah. Jesus. She's rolling. I don't know what is up with. Okay, why? None of my monsters roll high, but Fran apparently rolls 20, 19, and now an 18.
Nice.
So she's a godling and she's very good with luck, apparently.
Apparently.
Slowly
Um,
going down.
Seems to be really good. So that is set, reset, and you guys get your long rest. morning-
Gizmo's the first one down.
Morning.
I
Morning
I
come.
probably have to sleep in a bit seeing it as late, but when I do get up, I'm going to spend time cleaning the armor off of the feathers and sticky molasses
little
or whatever I
bit
used.
I'd say I'd wake up first, though, realistically.
Well, this is what's interesting because
Two people need 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Any days.
2 of you need 4, 3 of you I think need 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say it's about 10 or so in the morning, and Caché,
Mm-hmm.
because you are on the lowest, like you're only a level up, you do hear a
From the front door.
and you get the sense of Terry going to do his due diligence as the maid to open said door and greet the guest.
Oh, shit. Shit. I quickly look in the mirror, make sure I'm presentable. I don't know, slap water in my face, and I am running down.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Whew.
roll low. Roll low.
I am so lucky today.
Wait. How long has it been? Because you still have disadvantage on all dex checks right now because you were hungover and drunk. So.
You had long rests.
I had a long rest, yeah.
Okay, fair-
4
fair
hours
enough.
then.
All right.
So 4 hours.
Okay, so that is 24.
Ah! Alright. So you come belting it down the stairs, just focused on trying to get Terry, who's slowly making his way closer and closer to the door, his smile and his kind of weird movements. You hop the last 3 steps and completely, you don't see anything though. But
I just looked.
you just lucked it out where you jumped over the last 3 steps and don't trigger the trap, and you race towards the door.
I'm going to try and silently convey to Terry to get into my shadow quickly.
He kind of moves with you and kind of goes up behind you and then like kind of goes into your shadow, but he's still kind of around you because he doesn't quite understand, and he's goes into your shadow. And you hear the knock get more furious.
And I open the door.
Okay. Outside stands a very familiar sight of Zilfra, dressed in simple military clerk uniform, Her unique kind of iridescent hair color, a bit more wild than usual. You do notice that her lips are pursed, and her eyebrows are narrowed as she looks at you.
Not good news then.
Have you misplaced your sending stone?
No, it's on me.
Did it break?
No.
Pushes her way inside your house. Then can you explain to me why you have not checked in? Given me any information about where your whereabouts have been?
To be honest, it's all been kind of a blur.
Looks at all, like, the bottles left from last night. Sees the pile of feathers by the front door, by the stairs, and just is like, just the house is a mess. I see. I don't need to remind you that you were on thin ice, correct? That you were supposed to be training the new recruits for the last 4 days?
I may have forgotten about that.
When the Soul Brigadier gives you a simple order, Caché, you are supposed to...
Obey it?
What was that one more time for me?
Obey it?
Yes. Have we completely forgotten who you are and what you represent?
Unfortunately not.
All right. Well, you better stop frickin' acting like it. She kind of slaps you on the side of the head. I have been... She just gets furious, turns around. I can only do so much, Caché. Bullshitting my way through why you have simply disappeared. There's only so much I can do. So, please enlighten me what you have been doing that is so goddamn important these last few days.
Well, remember that mess in the West Repair Yard? I helped sort that out. A few things like that.
The West Repair Yard was you.
And some friends.
Glances around the house.
Can Revenant hear any of this from the cellar?
Oh, you all hear this.
Then Revenant's gonna pop up
Caché
out of the
is
cellar.
getting yelled at. Like, outside, the door is open. People outside can hear Silfra. She is so furious.
Keep it down, bitch. I don't say that. I say nothing. I'm up on the
Okay.
3rd floor. I've got some buffers.
She's a half elf. She has very good hearing.
No, hearing wise.
Okay. Sorry. I've completely lost where I was. So she's gonna go back to the West Repair Yard. Do you have proof, Caché, that you helped in that endeavor?
Well, you can speak to the constabulary who saw us leave. And I gave some survivors to them as well.
We were under the impression that that was Starforge.
Yeah, one of my friends is a member.
See her get a little bit more irritated. And so, not only do I hear that you've completely disregarded your direct order from the Soul Brigadier, but you are also working with Starforge now, the unlawful guild in the city who has it out for us in the military and the constabulary and any law enforcement, really.
This was a good cause.
This seems like a great time for Revenant to pop up looking like a member of the Nightingales and just walk past, like,
Oh,
see you
no.
tomorrow, and just walk out the front door, which is exactly what he's going to do.
Oh no. My reputation.
Yeah. All right. So Revenant, you do that, and yeah, she does. She looks right at you, watches you leave, looks back to Caché, and just you see disappointment in your handler's face.
Listen, I know you're disappointed, but I believe what I did was correct. Those people needed saving.
I don't doubt your heart was in the right place, Caché. But this might be too far.
Well then, I shall stand up and take it, I suppose. I won't live with any more regrets, and I won't regret this.
I will do what I can, but I can make no promises, Caché. I can only stand up for you for so long
I know,
before my own reputation is brought into question.
and I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Despite your best efforts and wanting things to be... That was way too happy of music. Sorry. It's like a band goes by. Anyway, she kind of clears her throat and just says, I owed it to your father to try to look after you, but despite all of our efforts, you and I, it is my understanding that your sabbatical will be coming to an end shortly. I don't know when, but shortly. And you have been found wanting.
Well, I assume I shall be getting summoned soon then.
Be sure not to ignore it. Whatever it is.
Not this time.
She kind of looks at you with a sense of goodbye. She kind of puts her hand on your shoulder. Keep your head down. Try to stay out of trouble.
Trouble finds me.
That it does. Caché. She gives you a nod.
Turn that back. I do appreciate it, you know. Even though my actions may not make it seem like that.
I understand. Though it irks me to no end that you keep me in the dark all the time. I will do my very best. And clean yourself up. You look like a wreck.
Yeah. You woke me.
Yeah. I also won't mention, as she's like walking towards the door, I also won't mention that you are having people stay in your house, even though that's not supposed to happen, Caché. Just so you're aware.
I must have not read that part of the contract.
No, I don't think you actually read the contract. But that's to be expected. I will see you soon. Good to know you're still alive, at least.
Harder been killed than that.
Good day.
Bye.
So silly. Terry immediately comes out of your shadow.
Terry, you shouldn't be answering the door. I know.
I don't know how to make him look sad, but still smiling.
I know.
It's like
I know.
smiling,
he's
a single tear running down his face, but he's still grinning. Can I catch her one on our way out of, like, around the corner?
Oh no.
Oh.
Sure.
I just want to, like, stop her and say, excuse me, miss. Excuse me.
Yes.
I know how I look. I'm actually not a member of the Nightingales, and Caché has actually been working with me to help me infiltrate the Nightingales. Please don't be too hard on her. She's She's gone above and beyond to help us with our problems, and it seems in doing that she may have neglected her own responsibilities. I will do my best to ensure that this doesn't happen again.
What's your name?
They call me Revenant.
Of course they do.
I attended the academy with Caché for her debriefing after the incident in the Silver Countess.
Yes, I do recognize you now, actually. Yes.
I had an issue, and she was helping me. Seems to have lost track of time.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. Straight.
No. So it's a natural one.
Oh,
You have inspiration.
I do have an inspiration, don't I? I am definitely spending my inspiration.
I love how Al's like, you have inspiration from the window.
I'm not there. I can't use my chronal shift. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
In edge. Persuasion. Oh, a persuasion. Oh, you have +9 on persuasion anyway. But I rolled a 13 for the next one, so a 21.
Why do you have +9 in your persuasion?
Because I have expertise in persuasion.
Wow. Okay. So what was it total? 21?
21.
Okay. You see a big, deep breath as someone who has dealt with Caché for a very long time and who knows her well. She just really doesn't know how to not stick her nose in things, does she?
No, she does not. But it's part of her helpful nature. I think she's trying to correct some of the wrongs of her past by helping those she can now.
Very well. Stranger Revenant who says they are not part of the Nightingales, though being exactly the spitting image of one.
Well, I mean, looking like them would obviously help to infiltrate them. I'm sure at this moment they are wondering who's wandering around town looking like one of their members, causing mischief.
I'm sure you're causing quite a stir. Thank you for your words and your candor. I will take it under advisement.
That's all I ask. Have a very pleasant day.
You as well. Turns. Doesn't really let her eyes off you, but...
I'll do my best to just disappear into a shadow somewhere.
Okay. Go ahead, roll me a stealth check. While he's rolling that.
23.
23, okay, yeah. So she kind of takes her eyes off you for a moment as she's walking and then kind of glances back at you and you're in the shadows. For the last 10 minutes, who is coming down the stairs?
I'd probably be after. I'd wait until the angry woman had left. And then
Well,
It does seem quieter now. Like,
Yeah.
yes.
yeah.
I'll just say, after hearing their shout at Caché and mentioning Starforge, I will kind of go upstairs and levitate off the roof to go down the market and not be around. Since
Okay.
I was the main instigator and all of that.
Okay.
Like, right, I'm not going anywhere near that. I'll apologize later.
All right. So you're heading to
I'm
market.
levitating off the roof
Okay.
towards the market.
Run away!
I think Caché wanted to run away as well. Gizmo, Al. All right, Al, come down the stairs. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okie dokie.
What I was gonna say, do you want to? No, because I remember it's there. No, never mind. I was gonna say
Oh yeah.
we could maybe like roll off for it, but I know it was there, so I'd surely not walk.
No, you would.
Again.
You set it off last night, and then
That
we
is
set
true,
up a
actually,
new
yeah.
one, so you wouldn't notice it was trapped
No,
there.
That's
actually, yeah,
true.
you're right. Yeah, no. So you roll these first.
But you
Roll
said you were
these
cleaning your
first.
stream, but
Yeah,
So you
it
would-
doesn't take me long to see my armor, so it's just like it could be much of a
Is
month.
high good or bad?
Lowest comes down first.
Lowest comes out first. I rolled an
Oh.
18.
I got 1.
Oh,
Oh,
You got
Sorry.
inspiration, no?
help me.
you missed it. Colonel shift.
Crossfire,
Okay.
save me.
So, dexterity saving throw, Al.
Okie dokie. Chronal shift. I am not getting this lovely dressing gown dirty. I'm pretty sure I borrowed it from Caché.
Indubitably.
I may not have asked.
Yes, well, I don't remember.
I just happened to be in it.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
Son of
Okay.
a bitch.
I love it. So, also, roll me another d20 for your chronal shift.
Yes, indeed.
3 and below.
That's a 13.
Okay, so you're now up to 4.
Goes up to 4.
Yep. Bending time and space. What are the repercussions? It's really fun shit.
Actually, I'll have to talk to you about this, but would Al know that?
Not yet.
Yeah, okay.
Hasn't quite happened yet, but you know it as the player, so.
Yes.
So, I guess
Okay.
I eventually make my way downstairs then.
Yeah,
No,
so
not
go
knowing
ahead.
that there's a trap.
Note that it's been reset, retarred, and refeathered. Yep.
Oh, that went...
Dexterity saving throw.
I'm on the couch with some tea at this stage, just like not knowing any different.
15.
That's a good face.
15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. After hearing this music again, it's just way too happy. I don't
Every
know why
time.
it's there. Every time. I'm removing it. It's too happy.
We're never happy. Not in this group. It's never applicable.
Never like that. So, Angry Lady leaves, is no longer screaming up the house. And Caché is sitting there with T, Revenant, and Fran. I believe Fran is currently held up in all of your robes there. But Gizmo, you come down the stairs thinking, it's going to be a good day. It's
Thank
going to
God
be
I got all of those feathers off.
Took you ages to get all those
Yeah, yeah.
feathers, wipe off all the tar, all of that. Yep. And as you come kind of down the stairs, it just all happens again. You even see it like in slow motion. You see the wires too late, and you go, "Oh no!" And the bucket in your big form.
Ah, no.
It got him again.
It's
Again.
when... Well, you
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah,
understand,
I
Fran.
would have heard that, yeah.
Well, that was unlucky.
I can't even be mad about this. I'll be back in a minute and I'm gonna head back upstairs and armor again.
7 hours later.
Revenant just giggling to himself in the corner.
There's gonna be like one like mark that I'll never get off.
God damn it.
Just come back with,
God.
I'll come back with breakfast of the market. What's happened to you?
What happened last night?
You know,
What happened this morning? Very loud.
Ah, yeah. My handler. I haven't been keeping up with my duties.
oh,
You were supposed to return to the academy.
I was.
Dear.
Oh no. And thank you, Reverend, for reminding him.
It's okay.
He...
What's done is done, and we had a lot more pressing matters.
Well, Caché, you did ask me to remind you, but you never specified when to remind you.
That is true.
It's now a bad time for the reminder.
Quite.
Before the time has elapsed.
Croissant?
Yes.
So what is this?
Pastries are provided.
Are you in trouble with the
Donuts.
army then?
Let's just say, I don't know how much longer I'll officially be a member of the military.
Ah,
I heard him mention Starforge.
Yes. I told her where I was in the West Repair Yard, and she knew of the Starforge connection, so...
Then I apologize for dragging you in there.
Absolutely not, I chose.
It did kind of seem like the right thing to do.
I wouldn't change it.
maybe we should all have a talk with them, try and change their minds.
I
Is there some
think.
form of appeals process?
Well, a decision hasn't even been rendered yet, so
That's true.
let's wait for that at least.
More
I
than
don't know, I
character.
feel like your meeting went well this morning. You seem to be in a good humor when I seen her leaving.
Interesting. I never can meet her. Probably why they have her over me, to be honest.
How to manipulate someone. Can't read them.
Mm.
Mislead them, rather.
She always had my number. She wants what's best for me, though. If it was up to her, I wouldn't be leaving.
So have you to go to the academy now, then?
She said nothing of the sort, so I'm going to stay away until I get new orders.
Keep your fendings down close.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, Fenris. Here's your winnings from our bet last night.
Right?
We'll hand over the 10 gold.
Maybe it's best you don't know.
Inside check. We'll see if this gold is trapped.
Okay.
It's a mimic, brah.
Oh, 24.
It's Fran, actually. Ah! Revenant, is the gold trapped?
No.
No, I didn't think so. So yeah, no, it's just gold.
Okay, just gold.
I never said it was gold, I just said it wasn't trapped.
But
No, it
you
is.
did
It's
say-
just 10 gold. It's just 10
You
gold.
did. You said over 10 gold. But I will take the 10 gold and offer over a pan of chocolate.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the music.
I can smell those.
Oh,
Can I have one?
Yeah, I'll take the 10 gold with nod and offer a pan of chocolate.
Oh, yeah. Reverend will take it and give it to Fran.
Yeah. If Gizmo's flying out over, I'll hold it out.
Caché,
Yes.
make me a perception check, please.
Little pastries.
18.
I was gonna say make it for Terry, but yeah, I think.
Oh,
he's
making
the
for
same.
Terry?
I think he's the same as you.
I think he is, yeah. I'll check.
Did we see that? Did we say as well that he can communicate with you? I think they can.
I'll go read this spell again.
Unseen servant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think you can telepathy.
Some similar.
You can telepathically speak, like command it, and
Well, you homebrewed it, so.
Well,
You
it's also
decide.
like in the Magnificent Mansion, it's like unseen servants that are like at your command in that. Like it's described as that spell. So I'd imagine it's.
but can the unseen servant communicate?
Oh.
That's my. He's a mini nightmare, so I kind of want him to, but I don't know if I'm like bending the rules too much. That people
Your
are gonna
rules.
get mad at me.
They're your
All right, well,
rules.
I'm making
Yeah,
the rules.
so
then.
your rules, yeah.
So
Yeah, you
I
make
think he
the
can.
rules.
Especially because of your connection, and he is technically a nightmare that you took from the dream realm. So he's going to be kind of hunched over, like kind of leaned over one of the kettles. He's like making tea and coffee for the morning and everything. And you approach kind of where you are in the map, and you just watch as his head towards the window, and you get a sense of someone's outside.
Someone's outside.
I'm going to sneak over to the window and have a look out, but try not to let anyone see me.
Okay, stealth check.
Where's my dice?
Ooh.
Oh no, it's +8, so 12.
12. Okay. So you feel pretty good. You're kind of kind of glancing sideways out the window, kind of trying to see. It's hard though. You can't quite get a good angle. There's no one in the vicinity that you can see at the moment, but Terry is still just staring sideways at the window. You do have a back door, just so you're sure you know. Yeah.
I will go to the back door and open it and look out they're going to do it as quickly as possible so that people can't,
Yeah. Okay. You whip open the door, and sitting on the bench outside, you see Locke. And that's where we will end it tonight.
Ooh.
I would ask if I was like, what are revenge today? Because I need to go to Carnival Row.
We all need to go to Carnival Row.
Yeah.
We're still in the middle of downtime, though, technically, aren't we?
Yeah.
Trying desperately to get you to Carnival Row.
And I need to ask Caché about where an armorer is so I can spend some of this money.
Yeah, you guys also. I thought definitely we can
I-
do shopping as well.
I also
I mean,
got a
like,
chat with
we-
you, Amber,
we-
as well, too, with the design of what I sent you as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
If ever too you want to do like rolling and like we can, if you ever want to build something, Gizmo, you just got to tell me, okay? And we'll go for it. And
Yeah,
we'll do
like,
some
I'll
rolls
try
and-
and keep you
yeah.
up posted and like what the kind of next thing I'm trying to roll up. But
Yeah, perfect. Okay. But yeah, so I think we'll call it there for the evening. So thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night or good evening. Or
good morning.
Good afternoon, good morning.
Bye.